Hi and hello. This is Sonia from Scissors and Smiles, and it's been a little while since I've posted last, but I'm still here, and today I thought I'd do a little haul again. Now, I really enjoy watching haul videos because they're so inspiring, and one of my favorites is Margret from Seven Plaza. And I always marvel at the amazing finds she makes and at the prices she pays for them. Now, I spontaneously went on a little haul today, and I actually came back with 11 pieces, so that's all very successful. But I was a little, not necessarily shocked, but surprised when the it all tallied up to €39.50, which is whatever, round about the same in dollars and a little bit less, like £35 in sterling. But I just thought, wow, I mean, that's a lot of money. So I thought I'd have a look at what the prices are here in Ireland, and kind of show you what is available to me when I'm looking for items that I can use in my junk journals. And kind of, well, you can compare it to your own country and your own thrift shops or charity shops wherever you live. But compared with what I see in the Netherlands, where Margaret, for instance, goes on her hauls, wow, I mean, massively overpriced here. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll show you the items that I picked up, and the prices are still on the back of them. And I will also find out what these items cost, or comparable items when you buy them. Well, not necessarily new, but what would an item like that cost originally? So let's start off with a big book. The Book of the British Countryside. This has lots of nice illustrations in there. Some pages are double pages with big nature drawings. Well, what was this? Well, there was that, but I know there were pages with like mushrooms and stuff like this. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff in there. This was actually quite cheap at €2. So this came with me, even though it's quite a big tome and it's massive. I also bought this book, even though a lot of it is not necessarily usable. Although, I mean, there are parts of pictures that, I could sort of cut out and reuse if I wanted to. But then also at the end of the book, there are a few samples of images. And, I mean, these were kind of nice. So I bought it, and it was €2.50. So not too bad. Now here is a book. Well, this is not really a book, it's an album, and I'm sure you've seen these before. I got this for €6, and when I researched online, I saw it was actually quite pricey. It was over €20. This is supposed to be a scented photograph album. Well, a faint scent is still there. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen these before. I mean, they have these picture frames that you slide your photograph into. And I mean, these would be fabulous for a larger album, or a cover or something like that. So I was pleased to buy this. I think I bought one of these before for €6. This actually wasn't too bad. Onto a smaller piece, where the Edith Holden books and whatever, they are always very popular. This is a birthday book, Now I paid €3 for this. I couldn't find this online anywhere. It doesn't seem to exist anymore. I mean, there are comparable things which would probably cost about €7-8 or something like that. Now when you open it up, I mean, I guess there are small these smaller drawings taken from Edith Holden books, I presume, but it's actually not even that great for my purposes. But well, anyway, I did buy it. Now the next one I'm more excited about, the Royal Horticultural Society, because this has very large drawings, and basically on every second or third page. So this is actually very, very nice for using in a junk journal, and especially as, I mean, this is a hardcover book, so hopefully the pages can be taken out as double pages, which would really, really be good. Now this is completely unused, but I think this is already from, what did I look it up, 2005 or something like that, so it doesn't seem to be available anymore. And I got it for €8, which is actually way above what I usually pay for books. Used books, I usually don't go above 5. I did pay 8 for this because I loved it. I thought it was great with all these big illustrations. I looked it up. It doesn't like, you can't buy it anymore, but there are new editions of this, and actually I've forgotten how much they are now when you buy them, something like €17 or something. So in that sense, I suppose it was a good deal. Another thing that I couldn't find online anywhere was this note card collection. It's complete. All note cards, all 20 note cards are in there. I think there are only 2 different designs. But yeah, the ubiquitous Edith Holden again, with the envelopes as well. Again, I tried to find this. I couldn't find it anywhere online. And oh, look, I mean, there's more than just one, than 2 designs. So, all right, 5 designs. It has 20 note cards in it and envelopes. So, does it say that? Yeah, 20 cards. And it costs €6. And yeah, I couldn't find anything like this at all. So I was pleased to pick this up, even at €6. Now the next one, I probably paid too much for this, considering that they're old, or maybe that's why they are more expensive. I mean, 24 doilies. I forked out, well, okay, I paid €1, but I mean, you can buy these by the, I don't know, dozens, hundreds, whatever, for very little money. I did look it up, and I was astounded how cheap they are actually when you buy them new. But well, you can never have too many of these. Then I found a calligraphy pad, and I'd never seen anything like this. These kind of grids, obviously for practicing your calligraphy. Some bits and pieces in there, obviously from whoever owned this was practicing, but I think it's still intact. I didn't really see any pages torn out. Now, I paid €3 for this, and I looked online and I saw that you can buy these sort of things cheaper new. Well, there you go. Lesson learned. Now, I was really chuffed to find this book, because it is, well, it says here it's an analysis book. Well, it's a ledger, really. Obviously not an antique one as such. This is just normal. It's unused, and these tend to be really pricey. Now, I paid €4 for this, and online to get this, you pay over 20. Really ridiculous. I mean, I don't really understand why, but so I was chuffed with this one. And then the second but last item, I bought this unused, unopened pack of note cards for €2. Actually, let's open this up. I presume it's exactly this design on the cards, and yeah, it is. I think actually these are nice small size. Which way? This way? Well, I think they're quite nice. Oh, and the cards, the envelopes, oh, they're sort of gold, I suppose. Very nice. Well, for €2 I had to take these. I think you can find something comparable, probably €5, €6, €7. I couldn't find these exact ones because they were made by a company called Past Times. That company, they used to have branches all over the UK and even here in Ireland. And it was sort of a shop that sold kind of like, you know, vintage looking sort of stuff. And unfortunately they, I think they went into receivership in something like 2010 or something like that. So they've been gone for a long time. That means this is somewhat vintage at this point. And lastly, they had a heap of envelopes lying around. I've counted them. It's 30 envelopes. I mean, there's some kind of that are slightly different. The bulk of them are these, and they are the Conqueror brand. And I was actually astounded when I paid. I had to pay €2 for this lot, and I thought to myself, oh, I probably overpaid for that. Well, I researched online, and apparently this brand must be particularly classy, or I don't really know what, but these actually are quite pricey, and you have to pay something like €20 for 50 of them. I mean, these are 30 or 35, so you know, it wouldn't exactly be €20 I'd have to pay for them if I wanted to buy them in the shop, but nevertheless. But yeah, so yeah, there we are. That is my €39.50 haul. Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Is that really overpriced? Am I just a miser thinking that that is a lot of money for, you know, used items? Or is that a fair price? I mean, granted, this is a smaller country, an island, so things have to be imported to get here, and you know, it's that makes everything more expensive in Ireland, and I'm used to that, really. But yeah, I sometimes do think that buying thrifted and second-hand items in Ireland is not really that cheap. You do have to pay quite a bit for things, and the yeah, there's not a huge range of thrift shops and places you can go, and they tend to be fairly small, so it's not that easy to find bits and pieces here in Ireland. Anyway, if you feel like it, share what you think. Was this expensive? Was this cheap? And what are the thrift stores and charity shops in your country like? What is your average spend when you go on a haul? Anyway, thank you for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.